When I was a first-time mom, I was inundated with advice, riddled with warning. Make sure you sleep when the baby sleeps. Give them a bath every day. Never give your baby a bottle if you want nursing to work. Always have baby wipes around. And don't ever say the word no. I blew that one already. Some of this sage wisdom was contradictory. One says, make sure the baby nurses on both sides every feeding. Another would say, only nurse on one side each feeding so the baby gets all the good hind milk. One says, you have to read this book about sleep parenting. Make sure you let them cry it out. Another one says, don't ever let your baby cry it out. It's cruel. My least favorite advice was, you'll be tired, but you'll sleep when they're 18. Sigh. The best advice I ever received was from my Aunt Becky. Read a book or two about parenting, but trust your instincts. No one knows your baby better than you do. Of all the warnings I received, no one ever warned me that I would never, ever have any personal space ever again. Sure, it's great when they're babies, but when they're mobile, there's no stopping them. They follow you everywhere and hold onto your knees and tug at your clothes. My friend Lacey said it best when she said, being a mother is like getting pecked to death by a chicken. She was right. As a baby, my firstborn only took 30-minute naps that you could clock with a kitchen timer. He'd sleep for other people, but for me, it was like clockwork. He was a horrible night sleeper too, and done with naps the second he could climb out of his crib at about 20 months. My only defense mechanism was telling myself that I was way too fun of a mom for him to sleep through it. My second baby, bless her heart, was a wonderful sleeper. We called her the angel baby up until the day she projectile pooped and some yellow goodness landed right on my lip. If that's not a violation of space, I don't know what is. Beyond sleep and poop, I didn't know that my clothing would be used as a napkin, tissue, and toilet paper. Ew. What I did learn is that it's not that moms want to be frumpy, but what's the point of dressing up when you become a 24/7 baby wipe? What's a mother to do? You can't close your eyes on the couch without getting pelted by a ball or a Hot Wheel. You can't open a book, it'll get slapped right out of your face. You can't listen to your own music, they want to listen to Frozen for the umpteenth time. You can't call in sick, moms don't get sick days. And then I figured it out. The bathroom. Me party! Insert big production number with Amy Adams singing the Muppets. Who cares that I sneak in there a little more often than necessary and linger a little longer? It turns out locks were invented so mothers could get a little respite. Sadly, that didn't last long. I vividly remember seeing chubby fingers under the door, and that time my son thought it would help if he slipped me puzzle pieces. As they became old enough, we started talking about being private. That worked twice. Tops. As a woman with mantras and determination, I've built an entire brand around the term, make it happen. So I barreled through and still retreated to my porcelain throne. Then the chanting started. Mom, mom, mom. And the questions came. Why do you have books and magazines on the back of your toilet? And then that one time that my son banged on the door and said, Mom, get off your phone, you've got to take me to school. Busted. And just like that, my me party slipped through my fingers like their vomit in the middle of the night. Speaking of me parties, one of my favorite kid moments happened one night when my kids and I were coming home from errands. While listening to the Muppet soundtrack, and as we were nearing home, my son said excitedly, Mom, when we get home, let's have a me party. I then explained that if we're all together, it's not a me party, it's a we party. We talked about the times that he gets to play by himself in his bedroom, and other times when we play as a family, or when he plays with friends. He seemed satisfied with that distinction, and I could see him banking that for future use. The best line came later, however, as we pulled into the garage. He noticed my husband's card and profoundly said, Dad has a lot of me parties. As much as I wanted my sacrifice to be my middle name, I've learned as a mother that my self-care is just as important as loving my kids. I can't expect to be patient and talk in calm voices to set the tone for the home if I'm running on empty. So I have my morning power up and power down routine that I don't sacrifice for anything else. I've made a list of the top 20 things that I like to do for free that make me happy, and I do them so that I have the mental fortitude to be a good mother. I also threw out my Multitasker of the Year award with a tear, and then started to focus on being more present with them. Now I play games without my laptop open or scrolling through my social media feed on my phone. I may not get a lot of me parties, but our we parties are a lot more fun. I realize that one day I'm going to crave time with my little people, and I need to savor every moment with them. I want to relish in their laugh and their growth. I want to hold on to the cute things that they say. My 4- and 6-year-old still say hold you and hold their hands up when they want me to pick them up and give them a hug. My son tells me that I'm the best mom ever anytime we're doing something fun. I may not like that I can't pee in peace, but I love that they want to be near me. Don't worry, I still use doors. I may not get to pick what we listen to in the car, but I love hearing my children sing at the top of their lungs, even when it's horribly off-key. I may not like the poop, but I love the hugs, and I love that they cry at the door when I leave. Soon they'll be too old, even sassier than they are, and away from the house. I will miss them banging on the door. I will miss that they both want to sit on my lap for reading time, the same time. And I will miss that they will always ask for me in the middle of the night. My advice to new mothers now is savor every moment and enjoy this space. They grow up way too fast. For now, the me parties can wait.